Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary. Cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-da-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie.
Well, good evening, adventurers. 'Tis I, Paulo Garbanzo, your dungeon master, storyteller, the decider of Decide Your Personal Endangerment. That's right. Tonight's adventure, we have a new character, a new cast of people to decide their fate. That's right. Decide your personal endangerment. Asterisk, asterisk, because choose your own adventure is a copywritten phrase and we can't use it. That's why it's called that. All right. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. I see Skylark, Sally, Blondie, Screaming Dragon, Dracula's stepdaughter. Welcome to the show. Well, let's see. Last week we had Marvo the Magnificent, who had just returned from an adventure with his buddy, Scarle, the human fighter. Now, I do want to say that Scarle is a close personal... Oh, hey, Mab! Close personal friend of mine, I guess. I've used this name and this character for untold years. He is my generic human fighter that I use whenever I just need to write a quick character and bring him into the game, and there it is. So yes, Scarle. And tonight, that is who we are going to be adventuring with. Now, yes, too funny. Yes, Scarle is the same Scarle. He's as I'd like to call him, he's the he's the knockoff version of Han Solo with absolutely none of the redeeming values. So, or redeeming qualities. Yeah. His biggest feature is that his mom told him never to fight dragons, and he firmly believes that. So, yes. And I just want to say a little something about human fighters. Some people say that, yes, it's boring or whatever. But some people also believe that maybe just being a human fighter, maybe some people's lives are so crazy that wouldn't it just be nice to just be a human fighter for once? Like, I think I'm in that camp, honestly. I just like things to be vaguely normal-ish. Anyway, I'd like things to be vaguely normal in my fantasy reality, please. I don't know. Anyways, so welcome everyone to the show. And is that Reverend Tommy somewhere around there? I'm pretty sure. We have a friend named Carl, but now I think he should be named Scarle. And I have actually in the past, it's been S' Carl, like Scarle. And then sometimes it's been like a Z Carl, and then with the E on the end. So it's like Scarle, if you wanted to pronounce it that way. Anyway, basic human fighter. Allow me to read from the written statement. Here we go. Scarle the fighter, friend of Marvo the Magnificent. He's the knockoff version of Han Solo with absolutely none of the redeeming qualities. He has just returned from an adventure with his friend Marvo, and they have returned to the Bard Song Inn, where Barrett the Bard runs the place. Scarle, sadly, only has about 12 gold to his name, as the last adventure that he went on with Marvo, while successful and surviving, there were scant coins, but magical book, an amulet that Marvo has taken to see if he can figure out what's magical about it and see if he can find some extra bonus points for it, maybe even sell the book or whatever. As far as Scarle knows, his friend Marvo has run off to be the great wizard in the Wizarding Heights that he's always wanted to be, and he's left Scarle with 12 gold pieces to his name. Scarle needs money. Badly. Oh, wait, I should say that differently. I actually had that. Scarle needs money. Badly. All my gauntlet people out there, you know what I'm talking about. Magecroft is not cheap, and 12 gold will not get you far. Scarle has no idea where his friend Marvo went, and has no idea when he's going to be back. So he is bound and determined to make something happen. Perhaps even turn that measly amount of coins into something more substantial. He sits at the bar. Oh, a fun place with a nice fresh paint job. Only a little bit of blood on the walls. Looks around at who's there and considers his options. Time and money grow short. Scarle needs to act. What will he do? You decide. Your personal endangerment. And this is when we would have some sort of credits, but we don't. So, hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. All right. Oh, hey, Reverend Tom. All right. Just got off the phones. We're still trying to get my truck back. Well, maybe we can help you with that. Just checking in the chats here. All right. Well, tonight our story begins. Oh, I just want to also once again say that we are in the Grimwood Manor. That's right. Donovan, our friend, has put me and also your Gloommeister, Tommy Zadoiko, up here for the duration of the Tennessee Renaissance Festival. We're down to the last weekend. It's 4 weekends long. It's a quick, fast show. For those of you who know, I want you to know this after 3 weeks of working with the county. This is real life, people. The fair was sold to the county. And actually, I just talked to one of the former owners of the fair. And she basically, let's put it this way, and I didn't get all the details. And I hate to spread any rumors if I don't know exactly what's going on. But the basic story, they sold the fair to the county. They sold the land to the county for a very small amount of money. They could have easily gotten 10 times more than that from developers, land developers who have been chomping at the bit. Chomping, actually. Champing. Did you know that word is champing? CHAMP, not chomping at the bit. Found that out recently. I don't know. Anyway, I prefer to chomp at the bit. But they were champing. Champ, champ, champ. Anyway, different story. They've been champing at the bit to obtain this piece of land, which they could have easily probably turned around and sold for about $70 million. Well, they decided that they just sold it to the county for a mere few million. But the promise is, and it is written in stone contract, probably just digital form actually, but that the county must run a Renaissance fair for at least the next 5 years. So basically, and I think further than that. So that's where my information ends there. But the county has already, I've been talking to people working in the county, and they have exhibited a desire and interest, and they said they've already budgeted money to build up some of the intricacies of the fair, some of the inner workings of the fair, the electricity systems, things like that, the gravel, which definitely needs help, all that sort of stuff. So it does seem like some people were worried that the county was just going to buy it just to turn around and sell it. That does not seem to be the case. I think the county understands that they want that land for the people to be able to use land and not just be a bunch of more track housing. So yay. Government actually seems to be doing the right thing for once. Don't worry, it's just local government. Anywho's, I do want to welcome again everyone to the show. I see some new people are showing up here, and Zahina. All right. Hello. Welcome. So we are here for one more weekend. It'll be the Memorial Day weekend, and then I go off to the New Jersey Fair. So that's going to be the first weekend of June. Let me see who else is going to be there. Shakespeare. There's going to be Lords of Adventure there. All sorts of people are going to be there at the New Jersey Fair. But here, Tennessee Fair, me, Tommy Zidocchio as Fred Rogers from the Buckle and Swash show, and Ick the Troll, my friends. He is also there at the show. So come on out if you are anywhere near the Nashville area. It's actually near Murfreesboro. Come on out and see that. It's a fantastic show. It's fun times. It's a good time. So come on out. All right. So back to our fantasy world. Here we are, the city of Magecroft, a city run by power mad wizards, a rough tumble place where laws are few and far between. Secret police and other gangs run around and with impunity, and yes, all sorts of deeds done everywhere. Zahina, sorry, no, I'm not at Connecticut or Massachusetts this year. I'll be in Europe in July, so I'm missing all that. And then I'm off to Maryland when I come back. Hey, sorry to jump back out into the real world, into the real fantasy world of the fantasy real world. I will be at Gen Con. It is confirmed. Bam. I'll be doing some shows. I'll be running around. I'll be throwing down some D21s and rocking and rolling. And so, yes. So if you can make it to Gen Con, would love to see everyone there. It'd be fantastic and a fun time. So, hey, that just happened, I think, just a little while ago before we did the show last week. So Yeah. So I'll be at Gen Con. I'm going to kick some butt. It's going to be great. So here we are, Magecroft. Ah, yes. The dirty city of opportunity. It's like New York and Ankh-Morpork all kind of put together into one, and Edinburgh all kind of put together into one jimbly messed up kind of place. But there's a new tavern, the Birdsong Inn, run by Bennett the Bard, who is a retired bard of some power. But here we focus tonight's our adventure on Scarle the Fighter. He's probably got 2 levels of fighter, 1 level of rogue, just to give him some sneaky abilities and all that other side jazz. So he likes to wear some, like, you know, not the heaviest armor, chainmail, just to make sure that people know he's a fighter, not just a thief. He's actually proficient in spear more than sword. He carries a short sword for those close-up personal things, but he actually likes to keep monsters and things at a distance with his 6-foot spear, which is shorter than, say, like a pike or anything, but at least it's longer distance. He doesn't like to get close up because it's dangerous. You could get hurt. So, is he a bit of a wimp? I wouldn't. He's just cautious. Scarle has a motto that he does not start any fights that he know he can't win. So he just kind of tries not to. But he looks around the bar. He is slowly sipping his beer because he knows that he cannot afford too many more if he wants to sleep in a room tonight. And he would probably like to not sleep on the ground or in the street. Bad news. He looks around. Who's in the bar tonight? Well, there is, of course, Gumtooth, the goblin, hanging out in the corner of the bar, playing with some goblin toys, perhaps. There's of course Barrett, the bartender. And let's see, there's some very big guy, like bigger than your average dock worker, kind of just looking around. He looks like muscle, just straight up muscle. And then there's some young lad, maybe 16 years old, skinny, not starving, but a young lad, and zipping around the bar. There's, of course, obviously a bunch of other people, but no one seems really interested in or has anything to say. So this is where we're going to start our decisions, my friends. We have some decisions to make. So, does Scarle talks to Barrett, the bard, who is bartending? Perhaps maybe he can find some info from there. Does he talk to Gumtooth, the goblin, who's been sitting in the corner playing with his toys? Does he see what this young lad is about? He seems very excited and action-y, I guess. Does he talk to the large fellow? And so we have 4 possible paths that this adventure can take us. Decide your personal adventure. Gumtooth, Barrett the Bard, bartender. We have the muscle guy, or we have the young lad. What's it gonna be? I don't know if Tommy's gonna set up the he can sleep in the trees. Scarle stabbed first. That's right. I'm loving, actually, honestly, the variations of how to spell Scarle. I guess my current spelling of Scarle is Scarle. And let me see if I can. Let's see. I'm gonna Scarle the fighter. That's right. Scarle the fighter. All right, the poll is up, my friends. Where he looks around, he sips slowly on his beer. You can almost hear the money ticking away. Like, oh gosh, that's another 3 silver pieces. Oh. I don't know. Yes. Who does he talk to? Let's see. Oh, it looks like people. Oh, young lad. All right. Of course. Cast your votes, my friends. That's right. The big muscle guy looks rough. He looks tough. He looks more thiefy than, say, barbarian-y. The young lad, well, he doesn't look, say, thiefy as much as he's not wearing any armor. He looks more like a stable boy, perhaps. And yeah, there's some adventurers, but Scarle doesn't want to get away from his friend there, Marvo, too much. Doesn't want to get in on another. Doesn't want to get too involved with anyone else at the moment. So he's looking for some other, maybe short quests, somewhere he can make some money fast. So, all right. Oh, Gumtooth it is. All right. So, turn to page 15. Scarle walks over to Gumtooth. And Gumtooth Goblin, playing with some toy. Just a mouse. If you look thief, not a good thief if you look thiefy. That is true. That's true. But, you know, as players in my campaign used to say when they were all wearing leather, we're paladins. We just left our metal armor at home. Anyway, he walks over to Gumtooth. Gumtooth. Can I help you, adventurer? I am Gumtooth, seller of artifacts and magical items. Would you like to buy something? And Scarle's like, oh, yeah, I don't really have any money per se as far as that goes. I was just actually wondering if you might need if you need any help doing anything like for money. Like I would help you give me money. Do you have like a quest or anything that I can go on? Maybe, I don't know. Like some fast bucks, something quick. Anything? Gumtooth. Well, you're more muscly than me, I'll give you that. And let's see. Gumtooth is gonna have to make a decision. He's gonna have to see. Yes. Gumtooth is not particularly enamored of Scarle. But I somehow just rolled a Nat21 for Scarle to persuade him to give him a job or something. So Scarle musters up all of his possible charisma, which is actually a -2, but manages to be just the right annoying. That is apparently what goblins like. I don't know. Gumtooth. All right. You're pretty witty for a human, I guess. Well, I might need a little extra. I could use some help. I have a little bit of a quest. You say you need some money, eh? And Scarle's like, oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, pretty much I'll do it. If I could just lift some boxes, I could do something. He's like, no. I have a better idea. And to pay you, I could offer you this lovely bag. Scarle's like, is that really gonna help me? Is that what's happening? Oh, this is no ordinary bag. This artifact, my friend. You say you don't have any coins. Well, this bag of coins every day you can pull out up to 15 gold coins every day. So you'll never be want for cash. Drinks on you every day. But don't pull out that 16th coin, otherwise the magic will die. And it'll just be an ordinary bag. Always make sure you leave one in there. All right? You can pull out 15, no more. There are 16 in there. But I'll be hanging on to that. What you have to do for me is be my muscles for a little job. We have to have a little chat with someone. I have a little deal, and I just want to make sure it doesn't go wrong. So I need someone like you with armor and a spear and vaguely intimidating. Not too intimidating. I think we all need that magical bag in real life. I mean, honestly, if you could pull a gold coin out of any bag, I would just pull, like it's gold coin. Anyway, it's made of gold. Gumtooth. Yes. All you have to do is come with me. I have a deal to make with some shady characters. Once the deal is done, and we get out of the area, I'll give you the bag, and you'll have some cash. Scarle, of course, always knows that there's more to this than meets the eye. But I guess so where he needs to decide. Does he take the job? Does he go back to the bar? Maybe talk to somebody else? Decision number 2. Decide your personal endangerment, my friends. Take the job and get nearly 15 gold every day for the rest of your life. Or do something else that might actually pay off a little more. I mean, if he succeeds at this job, he could become friends with Grimtooth. Maybe there's more jobs in store. Maybe there's more bags of gold. Who knows? But maybe there's more out there somewhere. Magecroft is a city full of magic and money. Just waiting for someone to grab it. It's just right there. It's everywhere. You could have a pizza shop and you'd make a fortune. There's money in the streets. There's money in the streets, actually. There's actually fights that are in the streets that people pay to see and bet on. I almost actually spit my drink out there. I was like, Tao stands? Or could it be Koatoa stands? Ooh. Taco stand. Easily. Loon's taco stand. That's right. I believe there's probably one in the city now. Isn't that right, Mab? Money in the streets. Money in the streets. Take the job. Talk to someone else. Oh, we're 50-50 here. Oh, my goodness. All right. What's it going to be? Oh, it's funny. People didn't seem to like Kuatoa tacos. Madness in every bite. Oh, I love it. I'm writing that down. Boom. You don't know, man. I don't know. All right. That's right. Maybe Grimtooth's offer wasn't so good, and maybe it'll get Scarle killed. You don't know. Not all of these adventures end well. I have to say, I have, for those of you who've been keeping up, I usually have about a page worth of decide your own personal endangerment actions going on. This is from last game. This is from another game there before. This one is tonight's. That's page 1 and page 2. There could be a lot going on. I do have to say that a lot of these endings end with being found in the canal. So things don't look good for Scarle. All right, take the job. Barely won out. Oh my. So yes, Sandy. Oh my is correct. When you get to that, when you're playing those, when you're reading those books and you get to the thing that says, please turn to page 107. And you're like, that's where they put all the endings, all the bad endings. There's like 6 bad endings in a row that are only like one little paragraph. And you're just like, oh, yes, you fell down the stairs and you died. Good luck. Your adventure ends here. So yeah, this is that's kind of that. That's page 107. Page 107, Scarle floating in the canal. 107. That's right. Okay. All right. Scarle looks around, sees that the big muscle guy and the little scrawny kid are talking and don't seem to be happy. He's like, And Barrett is giving the big guy the stink eye too. He's kind of like, I don't really like having such a rude gentleman here. So he's like, you know what? Gumtooth, you have a deal. Some money for the rest of my life is better than no money. So I'll take it. Trash deck. Gumtooth, thrilled. What a relief. What a relief. Well, tell you what, the deal doesn't happen for a little while. There can be happy endings too. Yes, there are happy endings. Just, I made the plot line of all these things and it just kind of all ended up with Scarle face down in the canal. So but there are some. There's some good ones. Gumtooth says, we have some time before. Finish a drink. Have another on me. Here's a coin. And just wait a little while and then we'll go. Well, Scarle's at the bar now and he's watching. And so it turns out the young lad is actually talking about cockatrice fighting. That is under the bridge. Fun for everyone. And there's a whole ring set down there. And there's money can be won. And there's fun to be had. Entertainment all night long at the cockatrice fights. And so basically he's just going around trying to get people to come to the cockatrice fights. But apparently he knows the big guy. And they apparently don't have too much of a friendly relationship. But eventually the big guy leaves. The young lad looks around, looks at Scarle, comes over to him. Hi. Scarle's like, okay, what's up, buddy there? And hi, my name's Nathan. I'm actually I work for the Tollbooth Tavern. It's the bar at the front gate. But I help run the cockatrice ring that's down here. And we have a big fight tonight. So if you want to come, it's under the bridge by the canal. Which sure doesn't bode well for Scarle. And Scarle's like, and there's betting. And Nathan says, yes, of course. There's a whole betting ring. Yes. You can make lots of money. You bet on the right cockatrice. Yes, sir. And he goes, Scarle's like, right. Maybe I'll see you later there. All right, that's fine. Nathan gives him a salute. All right, it's just under the bridge, the second bridge by the canal, headed back out towards the city gate. All right. Fights all night long. And he takes off. Well, Zahina, yes, it says, so illegal chicken fighting ring. Here's the thing about Magecroft. nothing's really illegal. The only things that are illegal are what individual wizards who control each section of the town don't like. One wizard could outlaw cockatrice fighting. One could make it the city sport. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're in the realm of control of that one wizard. Apparently no one cares about cockatrice fighting. So, yes. Scarle goes to the fight, makes a huge bet to triple his gold, loses poorly, can't bet the lost bet. Yeah, can't cover the lost money. Turn to page 107. Well, how did you know? All right. So Nathan walks out. And sorry, yeah. All right. So Scarle thinks about it. Thinks about last time he was near the canals and saw a body floating in the river. The big bruiser guy, he eventually pounds his beer. Why do I have to mime it when I have a beer? All right, bye, Scarle. Skylark, we'll see you later. Hopefully, Scarle will live. And, all right. So, he waits around, has another beer. Interestingly, the cockatrice fight each other, and you're only petrified for 1 day, according to the 5th edition rules. So strange. So you're just petrified for a little while. Yeah, it's them's the rules. Yep. Anyway, they just don't care because there's no rules in the city. One man's floating body is another wizard's spell components. That is true. That is so true. All right. So Scarle, he just says, give me the high sign when you're ready there, Gumtooth. Only had a couple of beers, so we should be good. I got my spear. I got my short sword. I got my chainmail. I got this leather helmet with rivets, so it's pretty good. I've got this dagger. I'm ready to roll. I'm loving the comments here. Character died in the part. Oh. Be the judge of the Medusa beauty pageant. Oh yes. Let me see what else we got. Cockatrice have to bite to turn to stone. It's true. Much safer than Gorgon, Mummy, Cockatrice, Demigod avatars. It's true. It's absolutely true. Yes. And one part. Yes. All right. So, Scarle puts on his best muscle up. Yeah, I'm intimidating. I'm tough. Look, as he's much bigger than a goblin. And he's really, really hoping that this goblin is also just scared of other people who are goblin-sized. So he's like, I'll be the biggest dude there. It's going to be awesome. A little while later, they meet where? Under another bridge by the canal. And Gumtooth is like, all right, well, here we are, and they should be along shortly. Scarle's like, they who? They who? Oh, well. Just some friends. Yeah. Okay. So they're standing there, looking around in the dark. waiting. And seemingly out of a shadow comes what seems to be a halfling. Tell you what, everyone, give me a die roll. I'll see if Scarle can recognize just what is going on here. Everyone roll a die, and I will take a random which one it's going to be. All cockatrice fights must be sanctioned by the Meowfia. That's right. All right, let me see. Here we go. We got a couple dice rollers right now. Yep, just hit the exclamation mark dice and get those dice rolling. Let's see what we got here. All right. We have a 13, a 5. Let's see. All right, I'm going to take roll number 6. So let's see what we have. We have 13, 5. What do we got? Another 13. Ooh, a 2. Let's get another couple rolls in there. There's a timer. It resets, but yes. Oh, Zahina, you must not have been here last week. Yes, it's actually the Mothfia. It's the mystical order of feline familiars, but they are, of course, called the Meowfia by people not to their faces, and that's their symbol right there. MOFF, the Mothfia. Dun dun dun. Not to be trifled with. All right, so we got. Oh, let's see what we got here. I'm sorry, I lost count. 13, 5, another 13, a 2, a 15, and Reverend Tommy rolls a 17. Okay. Scarle's like, I'm pretty good about these shadow things and stuff. I don't know what the heck I just saw, but whatever just came out of the shadows was not a halfling originally. It was some other shape. Didn't quite catch it, but it was definitely not humanoid. And now it's just pretending to be a halfling. Scarle's kind of like, I knew this was going to be worse than... there was going to be more to it than this. I just knew it. I don't know. Maybe it's a demon. Maybe it's... I don't even want to know. This halfling is not well put together. Clearly, whatever this creature is someone who has seen halflings before, but has never clearly been one. It's not well put together. Clothes are disheveled in just a way that is literally unnatural and clearly, probably, even though Scarle has no magical abilities whatsoever, Scarle's pretty sure that this is a really bad illusion. It's like when someone in a like World of Warcraft game comes up to you, but there's like a glitch in their clothing, and so it's just like, and they're just coming at you, and you're like, clearly that guy's already offline. I don't know. Anyway, so cry freedom, halfling. Oh, he's cried freedom, that's for sure. The halfling. Oh, and this is clearly like, yes, it's whatever creature this is, it's wearing a halfling suit. That's what it is. Do you have the thing? It's like, even our goblin is a little bit. Oh, yes, he's a little bit perturbed, and he reaches for a small monocle, and he holds it up to his eye. He goes, "Oh, good sir. Of course, of course we have it. I'm gonna roll again. Strangely, the halfling did not notice this this bit of change in demeanor of Gumtooth. Gumtooth stands up straight, and like nudges Scarle in the thigh. Scarle's like, Scarle's like, oh, yep, okay, sure. Tries to stand up a little straighter. And yes. Hands him has another little bag. It's right here, my friend. Right here. Of course. And it's the real deal. The halfling takes the bag and has the damnedest time trying to open this bag, as if whatever he is doesn't have fingers. And he reaches in, and Scarle sees that he pulls out a ring. Perfect. Thank you. He produces his own little bag and hands it to the goblin. The goblin feels the weight of it, looks inside. Scarle knows that this is the point when deals go south. So Scarle is going to be making a perception check, a very important perception check that everyone, we're going to need a die roll. So let's give it another die roll for the... Does Scarle end up only 45 minutes into the show, face down in the canal? You decide, my friends. Roll the dice. Let's see. Which one are we going to take? It's like Men in Black with a bug wearing an Edgar suit. Yes, exactly. That's right, Reverend Tommy. That is kind of the reference I was making there. All right, let's roll some dice here. I'll take number 5. So let's see. The number 5th. We got number 1 is a 16. Oh, that was good. An 18. Oh, so good. 13. Oh, good. 12 is the another 4th one. I'm taking the next one that comes up. What's it gonna be? Oh, this is tough. I love this part of the game. This is great. Reverend Tommy rolls a Nat 21. Ooh. A sense of danger overcomes Scarle. He looks at the goblin. He looks at the halfling. He even senses in the shadows that there is something else there who is with this. Oh, he rolled a 20. He's not turned to page 06. He's like, there's one creature closer in the shadows to them that is with this natural 21. He's like, that guy is with the halfling. He's the halfling's muscle. There is someone else, something else. Scarle doesn't hesitate. He goes from everything's fine to throwing that spear in less than a second. He doesn't even hesitate. And a thief who had seen this whole thing go down and attempted to leap in and try to jump the halfling and get away with whatever was in that pouch. Scarle chunks him. He falls to the ground. Everybody leaps. And the creature in the shadow, eyes glow. It's that thing where, the halfling thinks that Scarle's throwing the spear at him, and the halfling's like, and then he realizes that he was aiming for the guy behind him, and then the guy falls into the canal, face down. It's not Scarle, though. He did, however, lose his spear. Crap. The red eyes in the shadow glow. They are on the lookout for any other people. The halfling looks around. Everything all right, Trega? The red eyes kind of nod. One wink. It's like, Scarle's like, oh, my spear. My spear. The halfling looks at him. Thank you. What's your name? Scarle? Scarle. My name's Scarle. My name's Scarle. The halfling, do you want your spear back? Oh, hey, Madam Ansa. Hiya. The real Madam Ansa. I'll see you tomorrow, hon. The halfling raises a finger, wiggles it around, and the spear turns over, pops out of the guy. The guy sinks down into the sludgy waters of the canal, and the spear levitates into the air and comes back over to Scarle. Thank you. Thank you. That's my favorite spear. My mom gave me this spear. Well, Gumtooth has fine helpers. Gumtooth is like, Gumtooth, whose eyes were big as saucers, was like thought he was gonna kill the guy and was just like, oh, all my deals are done. I'm never gonna have. I'm toast. Fortunately, Gumtooth's life passed before him, and he's talking like Star-Lord trying to outman Thor. Pretty much, he's just trying to be the manliest man there. Well, you've done us a service, my friend. And he says, Gumtooth, thank you for the favor. We owe you one. Gumtooth is like, we do? We do. We do. Well done, Scarle. Well done. Hey, this guy, this is my guy. He's like totally helpful and absolutely totally reliable. Aren't you? Scarle's like, yep, of course. Yep. Nat20, that was great. Yep. Buddy. Well, we'll be off. Have a good night. And the halfling literally fumbles into the shadow and just crumbles away. The shadows slink across the wall around the corner. And no, that was seriously like he could have. Well done, Reverend Tommy, rolling that 21, because that could have ended badly for their Scarle there. All right, so Gumtooth is like, let's get back to the bar. And they run back. They run for it. Scarle's like, yes. I don't know what just happened, but yes, let's go back. They go back to the bar. And Gumtooth is like, yeah, okay, so those were some pretty big hitters, and I don't know if you saw me, but I saw through that illusion with my little monocle that I got there. So I'm pretty sure that was actually somebody from the Mafia. Oh, yeah. The mystical order of feline familiars. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because here's the thing. I looked through his illusion, and first I saw a cat. But then, through that illusion, there's a demon underneath. Because, as we all know, familiars are actually some other creature from another plane helping the wizards. They just look like cats on this plane. So, yeah. Scarle, you just did a favor for the mystical order of feline familiars. You know what that means? We are in, man. We are so gold. Oh my gosh. Scarle's like, who? I'm not really, like, I haven't really hung out here much, so I don't really know what you guys are talking about. Scarle, listen to me. The mystical order of feline familiar. They have their own logo. It's right here. Let's make this more clear. Wait, there we go. Wait, I'm almost there. The mystical order of oh my gosh, I need to get this. It looks like one of those Snapchat filters. No one can see the great and powerful Oz. All right. Anyway, sorry. So he says, well, clearly somebody was after whatever that is that you gave them. And Gumtooth's like, well, I mean, I don't know who needed that, or but apparently they it's like, well, what was that? What did you give him? Oh, it was a ring of like I don't know, it was like anti was it like like stops you from being turned to stone? I don't know. Who knows? He says, well, Scarle, buddy, pal, you've done it. Here's your bag. Here's your bag of gold. It is a perpetual bag of gold. 15 gold pieces every day you can pull out of this bag. Do not pull the 16th one. Do not pull it out, or the magic will fail. It'll be your last one you ever pull out. So yeah, just make sure there's always one last coin in there. Don't pull it out. At least that's what the guy told me. Sold it to me. I mean, I've tested I pulled out a lot of coins. They all seem to work. But tell you what, Scarle, my buddy, my pal, my man who has set me up with the Mafia. He reaches into the other bag that he got from the halfling, and he pulls out one of the many tiny gems that he has in the bag. He's like, this is probably only worth about 25 GP by itself, but a little bonus for stabbing that dude. Yeah. Here you go. Can Scarle count? I'm pretty sure Scarle can count. He's at least that smart. He's not wise. He might be. He's like street smart in some respects, but not in this city. He's not really from around here, so he's just finding his way around. But Gumtooth is like, wait a minute. You think that ring? Did you hear that kid talking about the cockatrice fights? Do you think maybe there's something going on there, maybe? Well, Gumtooth's like, my day's made here. I'm just going to hang out here in this bar and have a great time. You can do whatever you want. Scarle, you're on your own, pal. Scarle's like, well, all right. I got 10 gold pieces left from what I had before. I now have a bag that gives me 15 more gold pieces. That's 25 gold pieces. That's pretty good. But I think I could probably make some more. I'm going to go head on down to that cockatrice fighting ring and see if I can make a little more moolah. So he heads on down. Once again, heading down to the other bridge that goes over the canal. That's right. Oh, yes, plus the gem worth 25. So he does have nearly 50 gold pieces. Not a bad jobby. Yeah. Before he goes, he has another couple of beers, though. So that'll cost him. Cockatrice fights. Ring that keeps you from turning to stone. Seems connected. It do. I'd be suspicious. I'd be highly suspicious. So he heads on down second bridge to the right, down the canal. He's got a drink in his hand. He's just heading on down the street. There's tons of activity in the streets. Some places are lit better than others. The main squares are lit. Side streets not lit at all. Depending on which wizard controls the section of the town, maybe all the streets are lit, and some of them are lit magically, of course. Some of them have eternal fires. Some of them are just special light, magical light, just beams out of this, like light posts. Yeah. And he hears the sounds off in the distance of the scratching, the clawing, and the fighting of the cockatrice. Once again, plural of cockatrice. Anyone? Cockatri. Go Latin. I do know cockatrice is the Italian word for it, but cockatrici is the plural. So maybe it is cockatrice. Anyway, cockatrices. Cockatrices. Cockatrix. I mean, this doesn't get any better. All right. So he heads on down, and there is a wide variety of people there. Now, under the bridge, a wall of stalls, and each one has a cockatrice. Now, a cockatrice about the size of a turkey. It's bigger than a regular chickie. It's tough. They're like big, angry turkeys with tails. Yes. And cockatrices per Google. All right. Take the Google for now, but I don't believe it. Anywho's, in my world, it's cockatry. Anyway, it's there's no cockatry, only cockadoo, dildo. I don't know. Went a long way for that joke. Anywho's, let's see. So Scarle's looking around, and he sees all these tough turkey cockatrice. Like, yeah, like, that one's a good one. That one's, yeah, all right. And he's like, yeah, and there's all sorts of creatures and people. There's a furbolg that has some off to the side that he is clearly trying to sell. He's got price tags on them. They're not cheap. They're about like 150 gold pieces a piece. I mean, I guess that's vaguely cheap unless you're making a bunch of them. Anyway, I don't know. He does notice one that's for sale that's like 50 gold. And it is definitely like rough and tumble. It has definitely been through the dryer a few times and possibly even shrank. I don't think you're supposed to put them in the dryer at all, honestly. So he's like, that's And the Furblog is like, hey, anybody want to buy a cockatrice? Cockatrice, they are sanctioned to fight, my friend. Sanctioned to fight. You can be the owner of a cockatrice tonight and have them in the fights tonight. You could be the big winner. Come on, who doesn't want a cockatrice? Come on, everyone. And a couple people are looking around. A couple people are interested. And again, there's a variety of peoples here. There are elves, there are goblins, there are half orcs, there are full brogs, there are a couple of ogres. The city allows actually for everyone to be here. There are no laws, again, as I said, and so they don't banish. They'll just don't mess with the wrong people. Really, that's pretty much the big rule. Anywho's, so it's all manner of life. Dwarves, everybody's there. Tieflings, and so Scarle goes over to the Furblog and he's like, hey, hi, what's the deal here? What's going on? And the Furblog's like, hi, my name's Willie, and I sell cockatrice, and these are all sanctioned to fight. They can be in the ring tonight making you big money. That's right, my friend, big money. Scarle's like, what are we talking? Big money. It's like, well, it depends on what kind of bets you can get, but most fights are sanctioned. You can win, you can win 500 gold per fight. And, the loser gets some too, but, you can win even bigger if you, bet some more money. You'd make it happen. You could win big, thousands of gold. I've seen the King's Notes being traded around here sometimes when the big spenders come by. For those of you who don't know, the King's Notes are 1,000 gold piece magical coin that is made by the king himself. That's what he prints, and it is a coin that is worth 1,000 gold, and that is for like big spenders who have tons of money. The big arenas have them because people bet big, and big casinos, they all have King's Notes. Yes. Let's see. So big money, big prizes. I love it. He's like, well, how much can you win if you're just betting? It's like, well, it depends on the odds, of course. You could win big with but the way to really win big is with a cockatrice of your own, my friend. A cockatrice of your own. Scarle's kind of, I don't know. Again, Scarle not the wisest of fighters. So this is where the decision comes to, my friends. Oh, Scarle cannot help but bet. But Scarle might just want to buy into this. And he's like, He counts up his money. It's like 10, 25. As Reverend Tommy has put out noticed earlier, he has about 50 gold to his name. He's like, he looks over at the scrawny Charlie Brown Christmas tree cockatrice. The Charlie Brown Christmas cockatrice. How much for that guy? Oh, the price right there. Yep. Good. 100 gold pieces. But you train him up. Yeah, you probably don't want that one though, do you? But you might be good. You could win big, my friend. Yes. You know what? And Scarle's like, ooh, that's a little too rich for my blood. Actually, I don't really have that much money. And they're going back and forth, bargaining, and Scarle's like, how about, look, clearly that kid is not, he's like gonna lose the first fight. He's just gonna lose. It'd be bad. So he's like, oh, well, I've had some other people interested in him. He could sell right now. Like that guy over there, he was saying he wanted to buy it. He did. Yeah, he was gonna buy him. I think he might have wanted to eat him, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I know, yeah, that's yeah. And Scarle's like, yeah, I don't think so. 20 gold. 20 gold. So they haggle back and forth. Scarle knowing that he can't even go more than 50. But eventually they come to a price. It would be every coin that Scarle has at this moment. So to the decision, because Scarle's getting in this. He don't care. Scarle wants big bucks. So what is he gonna do, my friends? Is he gonna try to buy this Charlie Brown Christmas cockatrice? Or is he just gonna bet all of his money on the cockatrice? What's it gonna be? Buy or bet? Scarle's just got coins flying around in his head. Either way, he's like, there's no way to lose. This is a win-win situation. He's like, yeah. As a matter of fact, there's someone actually walking by with a little trolley and some beer and beer for sale, pretzels, donuts. It's like a mini Ren Fair around here. Wait, your Ren Fair doesn't have cockfighting? Weird. This place is weird. Vote in the poll, my friends. Vote in the poll. What does Scarle do? Is he going to buy? Is he going to bet? Oh, look at you people with your wisdom. Your wisdom. Oh, wait. He has a magic bag of coins now. Buy that for $1. Yeah. Yes, he's going over. He's like, well, yeah. It's like, sure, I could bet this one time, make some money, but man, I could just, the Rocky music starts playing in the background, and he's like thinking of like the cockatrice doing push-ups, doing a whole like montage, and yeah. Dun 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 dun. Oh dun 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 dun. That's some chaos. Oh man. Oh, what a tight decision. Both of these endings, by the way, end with Scarle in the canal, but like, I'm kidding. Dun, dun, dun. I have to look ahead. We're over here in the adventure. We're like right on this corner, and then it goes over to flips to the other side. So, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna bet? Is he gonna buy into this cockatrice situation and go from there? Do. Buy has won by 1 vote. All right, Scarle. This is like bag of beans, kind of like, he's instead of because the Jack sold a cow for a bag of magic beans. So now Scarle is basically selling his magic coin for a bag of chicken. So so Willie the Furbolg is like, all right, my buddy, you have a deal. Here he is. And so Scarle, this coin is worth 25. The Furbolg takes a look at it. All right, I'll give you 25 for it. All right, gives him the rest. You have yourself a deal, my friend. Good luck. 106 total votes cast on that one. And Scarle's got him in a small crate that Scarle realizes that this is a bad idea. He's walking away with it, and goes, does this guy have a name? And Willie goes, yeah, his name is Scrapples. Yeah, Scrapples. I'm pretty sure that he was put together by some magic. Like he's like an owlbear, but he's just parts. Anyway, Scrapple, I'm sure it'll be fine. You're gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be great. And the cockatrice scatters. Scarle's like, whoa, what am I gonna do now? Scarle is already regretting this purchase. Willie's like, you can go talk to them and put them in the ring. What's the worst that could happen? Like the scrapple you eat. That's right, Blondie. Yup. Like the scrapple you eat. Scrapples. His name is Scrapples. Scrapples the cockatrice. Scarle's like, all right, I guess so. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. All right, so it brings him over to a... Oh, you know what? I don't have a character for this one. Who runs this show? Who runs Bartertown? Who runs the Cockatrice Ring? I think a tiefling named Zelma. All right. So, Willie goes, she's the one in charge. And okay. Hi, I'm Scarle. This is my cockatrice. This is my cockatrice, Scrapples. And okay. And you want to what with that? I'm gonna enter him in a fight. Okay. You need like entry money. Scarle's like, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, entry money. Yeah, it's 100 gold to put in. It's not free, dumbass. Like, what did you think was happening here? Wow. Okay, so I don't really. Oh, Willie. And he starts to sweat. He looks around, and right at that moment, 100 gold. A halfling goes, I have his entry fee. And the halfling fumbles for a small coin purse. Scarle's like, what's that halfling? What is happening here? It's a favor from a friend. Yeah, my good buddy here, buddy, the halfling, same halfling, and yeah, he's like, well, all right. Zelma's like, okay, well, we'll put this guy in there. Okay, what's his name? Scrapples. Great. Okay. We got about 4 more fights in front, and then then you got him. Yeah. The ring goes over there. There's some pens. We have a little, and it's by the way, this is like the side hustliest place. It is a large area under the bridge that before you actually get to the canal. So, but it's like a pen that it's literally crafted very poorly. So he's like, okay, there you go. He opens the box, he gets out of the pen, jumps over the little fence, and Scrapples comes out. Scrapples is like, it does not look well. All of the other cockatrice are large. Scarle was like, wait, where did that guy go? What? He disappeared in the shadows. So a couple of fights later, and the fights are vicious, terrible, but cockatrice can actually freeze the other. Cockatrice are not immune to each other's effects. So apparently, so the fights are vicious, the fights are terrible, and usually ends with one turning to stone. And these cockatrice are big and mean, and the more Scarle looks at his little Scrapples and then looks at the other cockatrice, the more Scarle realizes that he is so screwed. But eventually, the time comes for Scarle's fight. Let's see. I didn't really. Let's see. What's a good name for a mean-looking cockatrice? Killer. Good old Killer. Old Killer. Old Killer. Like Old Yeller, but more killy. El Gallo Diablo, of course. Now in Espanol. And gigantic cockatrice. Possibly you're just like it's the Ivan Drago of cockatrice and Scar. And Scarle's just like, oh god, what did I do? This Polo Go Bobo. Nice. It's a dire cockatrice. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love all you people. Like El Gallo Diablo, the One-Eyed Willie, really. Scar, Polo Go Bobo, and dire cockatrice. Which also would be a great name for a horse at the Kentucky Derby, but all right. So, Old Killer, the fight happens. It's stunning. Let's roll some dice. Give me some dice, people. Give me some dice. It's almost as if Scrapples doesn't know that he's actually in a fight until suddenly Scrapples realizes that Scrapples is under attack. And then Scrapples turns on the mojo and moves like lightning. He's like a drunken kung fu master. He's like shaky, hobbly, and then all of a sudden, bam! All right, what do we got here? Scrapples. All right. Oh, look at all those good rolls. Number 1, 2, 3. Oh man, I wish you could take the 2. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Screaming Dragon rolled a Nat21. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we have 7 rolls here. So who's number 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nat20. Oh my. And do we have 6 yet? No. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, and a 3 and an 18. It's a close fight. It's a close match. Things happen. There's a flurry of feathers. And cockatrice's tail, and it swings around, and suddenly one of them is frozen solid. And it's not Scrapples. Scrapples falls off the other one and gets back up. The screams, the yells, the 5-1 odds. Oh, the just insanity of that all. Oh my gosh. It was close. Scrapples somehow pulls out a victory, and Scarle's looking around. Scarle looks around. We'll just take one of these rolls here. 1, 2, and 3. He looks around. He's like, this didn't just happen, did it? And Zelma is like, well, that was pretty amazing. Well done there. Gives him a bag of gold. All the entry money and then some. It's just, what do you want to do? You could keep going. And Scarle, that's right. Scarle is like, yeah. Something inside Scarle's like tells him to just put it back all in. And he's the winner, not chicken dinner. That's right. And they're chanting Scrapple's name. And he's like, oh, let's see if we can do this again. And he throws the money back in. They're like, okay. The night continues. Let's give me another. We're going to do one more roll, and then we're going to do the montage here. So let's roll one more time. Scrapples comes up against Pollo Diablo Españolo Garbanzo. And let's see what we have. So let's roll some dice, my friends. Let's see, can Scrapples get ahead of the game? We have a 4. We have a 15. We have a 14. We got some more dice come in. All right. All right. Oh. Well, I rolled 2 3s, so both of them. Oh, well, actually. Right, this is what's going to happen. We have 4, 15, 14. All right, 6, and 8, 11. All right. So the fight is ridiculously close. Ridiculously close. Scarle doesn't notice anything wrong. Let's just put it that way. But once again, against all odds, like the Rocky montage that it is, boom. Scrapples wins. And some people are still are good. They just go crazy. Now they have just made a bunch of money off of Scrapples, and they're like, "Oh my god, hey, what's your name, buddy? What's your name?" And he's like, "I'm Scarle. I'm Scarle. Scrapples is the king. Oh my god, you have to let it go, keep rolling." And they're throwing money at him. They are going nuts. They are buying Scarle beer. They're kicking. They just gotta get that cockatrice back in the ring, man. No matter what it takes. Zelma's like, these people are crazy, and I don't look. Scarle, listen, you're a smart guy. I don't know how many more times this cockatrice is gonna make it here. He looks like he's been through a bit, but I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know if we're gonna get out of here unless you actually put him back in the ring, because these people are crazy and they are yeah, they're crazy. So for your safety and mine, put that cockatrice back in the ring, okay? And Scar's like, oh, okay. And Zelma gets out there. She announces the fight. The fights go on, and Scrapples wins again. And we'll need another roll, my friends, to see, because even Scarle is getting a little like maybe there's some sort of divine intervention going on here. Because that's the kind of thing Scarle would think, that the gods of luck, Donna Fortuna, are watching out for him. For a 5, 13. All right, we take the next roll that comes up on the board. Number 4. What's it going to be? An 11. Scarle has no idea. No idea. Scarle lets this luck roll. Scarle now, he doesn't even know how much money he has. He has a sack of coins. A sack. He just goes. He just keeps going. He can't stop. Now he can't even stop. He even thinks that Scrapples gave him a wink. Like, there's no way that cockatrice just winked at me. Maybe he did. Maybe he likes me. He's like, Scrapples, Scrapples. You hearing me? You feeling me? Are you want another match? Is that what you want, Scrapples? And Scarle is pretty darn sure that Scrapples said yeah. Who am I to deny the will of the Scrapples? Let's do this. Fight after fight. Now, the odds change here and there. They're still against Scrapples, but the odds change now that he's won this many fights. But they are still bad or they're still in favor of other cockatrice because he's been now fighting so many fights in a row. But they are not gonna let him go. Now the people are like, okay, this is this look, they just are just bonkers. There are only 2 more cockatrice that everyone the other owners are like, no, we're out, or we're done. We're so done. We're so done. And there's that big chunk of meat that Scarle saw earlier in the day. That big bruising guy that Scarle saw, and he seems to be associated with the only cockatrice left that is willing to fight Scrapples tonight. Nuggetus Maximus. Yes, suspicious chicken is sus. You betcha. All right. So, the final showdown. This guy comes over to Scarle. He's like, hey, Don't I know you? And Scarle's like, I mean, no, mate, no. Why? What? Why would I know you? I don't know. Me and my pet cockatrice are just here to have some fun. I don't know who you are or what you want. So, however, I'm pretty sure we're gonna kick your ass. So I don't know. And the gigantic hulking guy is like, you're not gonna win. Because even if you win, you're not gonna win. Catch my drift. I've been threatened by people larger than you. Let's see what happens. I don't think Lady Luck is gonna fail me tonight. And that's when Scarle actually then suddenly realizes that he just said that. And then he's like, oh my God, I just totally jinxed it. What have I done? Let's roll and let's see what happens. The last fight of the night. Scrapples versus Nuggetus Maximus. This big brawny guy's chicken. There's also another guy with him as well. The chicken wrangler. Cockatrice wrangler. All right, what are the numbers we got? We have a 17. We have a 14. We're going to take the second roll for our man Scrapples. And we're going to take, what do we got here? The fourth roll. All right, we have a 14. And what else do we have? Let's see. All right, 17. Well, here we go. 17, 14, 12, 11. Well, despite the pluses and minuses behind the scenes, it's an extremely close fight. Tired and worn out Scrapples versus Nuggetus. But once again, the final bite comes down to Scrapples winning. The other Nuggetus Maximus. The cheers, the cries from the crowd are insane. The roars, the echoes from underneath the bridge, down the canal. People have been coming over to see what in the world is happening here. Oh, yes. And it's just, people are bananas. Scarle's like, Scrapples, you done it, man. Good job, Probably shouldn't high five a cockatrice. Probably not a good idea. All right, Scrapples, I'm going to get you the best box in the world. It's going to be awesome. It's going to have like, you're going to have like the disco ball and also some fluffy stuff on the bottom. Oh my gosh. It's like a sports game. And it just, they are, Zelma's like, finally pushes her way to, Zelma also has some muscle with her, and they are, and just to make sure, Zelma's like, hey, just so you know, here's your winnings. You beat the odds tonight, and we want to see Scrapples back here again, obviously. But I'm gonna tell you that those guys, that big guy, his name is Shoulders, and he is not happy. So you might want to, maybe you want to get out of here. All right, hey, good fight, everyone. All right, and she turns around and try to placate some of the crowd who are like calling foul, and they just, not FOWL, FOUL. He's winning like crazy. Where is it? All right, here we go. And yeah. Wait. Winning streak. It goes over to here. All right. Dun 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 dun. Calling foul a cockatrice fight. Yes. Skedaddle. Run, Scarle. Scarle needs to GTFO. Yes, I think all of these things need to happen, probably. Scarle's a little drunk. He's a little just taking it all in, basking in the glory of this fight tonight. He just cannot believe what is happening. And his amazing luck, he feels the weight of the coins on him, the heaviness. But he's just like, yeah, I only have a +1 strength bonus, but I'm flying. I'm in the air. Let's give a roll to see if he notices the danger approaching. Is Scarle gonna end up face down in the canal? Let's find out. Give me a roll, everyone. Do 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 do. Scarle and Scrapples and Scarle. That's like a buddy team waiting to happen. All right, a 5, 14, 6. Oh, these are not good rolls. We are taking. All right. We are gonna take roll number 1, which sadly was a 5. Oh, Scarle. Scarle. Scarle just loves the night air. He loves the water. The canal is just so nice. It's just really nice with his new buddy, Scrapples. He just... he doesn't think anything is wrong here. Now, the canal is at a lower level than the street. So the street is up a little higher. There's staircases that go down every so often to get to the canal. So street level is a little higher. Canal's a lot lower. The canal walk itself is in the middle, long steps down. So it's a really good place for an ambush. And you can have your people come in from both sides. And there's not much you can do. You can't really get away because the staircase is over there. It's too behind you. You got to fight your way through. I'm just telling you this. I'm just telling you this before we turn to page 107. So, dun, dun, dun. What happens here? Okay. Oh, and all right. This is what happens. Well, this is what happens. Scarle's like, that's funny. How did that big chunk of rock that walks like a person named Shoulders get ahead of me? And now he's coming towards me. That's funny. And who are those guys next to him? And that's about when Scarle decides to look back and notice that there are a few other people, big, bad, and ugly, coming up behind him who aren't really thrilled. Scarle casts Cloud of Scrapples. If only he could. Scarle's 6 grapples on Shoulders to turn him into a shoulder as well. Nice. Scarle getting jumped. You betcha. And Scarle's like, oh crap. Oh, this is when this happens. Shoulders is like, that's the guy, Bagsy. That's him. That's the cheetah. That's him. And there's a fast-talking, slick-haired, leather armor wearing guy who's like, hey, buddy, pretty sure you cheated there. Why don't you hand over the money you won from us and get out of here? We'll let you live this time. Take your stupid cockatrice with you. Nobody wants them. Better yet, throw them in the river. How's that? This is where we're going to let you decide. Are we gonna run for it? Are we gonna fight? Are we gonna hand over the money? Oh yeah, fighting definitely would be throw box of cockatrice at shoulders. That's how that fight would start. Um, that's how that fight would certainly start. So release the scrapples. All right, so fight, just run for it, or hand over the money. You got 3 choices, my friends. 3 choices. Fight, hand over the money, run. What's he gonna do? There are at least 6 opponents that he can see. 3 ahead of him, 3 behind him. One of them, it looks like a boulder. But his name is Shoulders. Shoulder boulders? No, just Shoulders. His name is Shoulders. And apparently the other guy's name is Bagsy. What kind of name is that? That's kind of a name that you just make up on the spot, that you were like, oh yeah, right, that guy needs a name because he's going to actually have a talking part in this show. Bagsy. Yeah, that would jump in the river is probably the jump in the river leads to page 107. I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump the gun there. All right, so what's it gonna be? What do we do? What do we do? Oh man, you guys are really braver than Scarle should really be, but I see you. I see you. Hand over the money. I notice no one is turning to page 37, which is hand over the money. Nobody thinks that's gonna work. Couple people saying run for it. I see. Oh, if only there was a feisty little gnome to save Scarle. Oh, I'm so sorry, Scarle. All right. The votes are coming in. Oh man, it looks overwhelmingly like fight. So run, fight, hand over the money. All right. What's it gonna be? Scarle's thinking, and Bagsy's like, come on, pal. Look, there's a bunch of us. We've got to take you down. You don't look that tough to me. Shh, I could probably take you myself. Shoulders over here can take you with one arm tied behind his back. Scarle looks at them. Thinks about all the money he has. Thinks about scrapples. Thinks about the canal. Thinks about the guy still floating in the canal. He doesn't want to end up in like that guy. He is wearing chainmail and carrying a large sack of gold. So if he does jump in the canal, which is probably the best exit, he probably would drown. So that might actually never sacrifice the money. And Mab is hoping that there is a gigantic dagger cloud. All right, the votes are in. And oh, yes, overwhelmingly, 83% of you are calling for Scarle to fight to what is probably going to be his death and eventual face down in the canal. Oh, but we can't end it that way, can we? No. Scarle's gonna chuck, release the scrapples, and we choose violence. Always choose violence. He chucks scrapples directly at Shoulders. Shoulders. Oh my gosh. I rolled a natural 19, by the way, and Scarle does have a small dexterity bonus, so that is a dirty 21. The crate fails its save, smashes open. This is that moment where Scarle, I don't know. No, he actually didn't notice. What Scarle didn't notice is that the crate didn't actually break open. The door on the crate actually opened. And it went over Shoulders' head. So there's an angry cockatrice in a crate. Shoulders wearing a crate on his head. It's almost as if the crate was like a mimic. It was just like, ah. And then wham, 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 wham. You can already see the stone petrification coming down. Scarle, Bagsy checks a dagger. The three guys rush up behind him. It is on, and it is a terrible, terrible fight. Everybody, throw me some dice. Throw me some dice, people. This once Scarle chucks the box, he's like, "Get him, Scrapples!" Swings his spear into action, tries to swing it around towards the other guys behind him. The dagger flies by him. It might hit. Let's see. Let's see. We'll take it. We'll just give me a whole bunch of dice rolls, and I'll start taking them. Let's see. 10 and a 12 and a 16 and what else we got here? And a 5. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna take number 6 for the dagger shooting at him. 1, 2, 3, 4. 17. Oh, that's close. Next die roll is the dagger coming at Scarle. Let's see. Oh, and the other guy is coming at Scarle as well. Oh, the 15. Oh, all right. Oh, Scarle's like, oh, God. It's not just a dagger, it's a poison dagger. Scarle's feeling it. Oh, gosh. What's happening? Feeling sleepy. Feeling sleepy. It doesn't affect him just yet. He's fighting the three guys behind him. He is surrounded. There's lots of cockatrice going on. And as Scarle woozily fights his way to the edge of the canal, just before he just falls to one knee. Well, those three guys that he was fighting suddenly burst into flames. Each individually getting hit by several firebolts from behind. Out of the shadows, you see 2 red eyes and fingers shooting forth flames, but not just fingers. I believe they're little paws. That's right. Little cat's paws. And that's another cat shows up. A cat, some sort of calico sort of cat that Scarle must be tripping, because Scarle almost kind of thinks that if you squint your eyes, which is what he's doing right now, and kind of look to the side, like that calico cat kind of looks like what that halfling looked like, but instead it's a calico cat wearing a little hat. But my friends, truly, we know who it is. And apparently Bagsy does too, because Bagsy runs. And yeah, Scarle passes out. But he wakes up a little while later. No, Tugger the hit cat. Scarle wakes up in the finest room in the Bard Song Inn, with a lovely crate next to his bed. The crate is open, and walking around the room is Scrapples. And sitting on the nightstand is a calico cat wearing a little hat. Says, "Hello, my friend. Hi. Thanks for all you've done for us tonight. I didn't know you were going to come in so handy. You helped us make a little extra cash for our next benefit. So we'll let you keep half of it. And if you want to keep Scrapples too, you can. But here's so Scrapples there has a ring that he's swallowed. So you're gonna want to just make sure that he's still got it inside of him before the next time you have a fight. We saved you. I figured we're even. But feel free to call us if you need us. And if you make some more money off of Scrapples, you know where to throw a little donation. We're mostly up Magecroft, but up in the Wizarding Heights. But Scarle's like, wait, are you the guys, the cat things? Yes. The mystical order of feline familiars. That's us. That's us. Okay. Well, who do I talk to about that? Talk to Gumtooth. He knows us quite well. And he might even have something for you as well. A little symbol of our friendship. Goodbye for now. And he doesn't snap his fingers. He just raises his paw and instead of snapping, he just kind of makes the movement like a paw that snaps. And there's a magical snap sound, but there's no actual snapping. And then he just kind of disappears in a little poof. Eventually, the door knocks open. Gumtooth comes in. Gumtooth is like, "Hey, so our friend stopped by, and they said you gave us a little extra help. Gave them a little extra help, and they told me to give you this coin, and which is a coin, a solid silver coin that is made into a pennant, and that coin does in fact have the symbol of the Mothya, the feline familiars, the mystical order of the feline familiars on it, a symbol of their friendship." Gumtooth's like, "I don't know what you did, man, but that is awesome. Whoa. So keep it. Jesus, is that a cockatrice? What are you doing, man? What are you crazy? Okay, good luck, Scarle. Call me if you need me. Thank you for all your help. Yeah." And he closes the door and skittles on down the stairs. Scarle looks at his little buddy, Scrapples. He looks at the silver coin pennant that he has. He looks at the large sack of coins that he has over there, which is now only half as big, but still very large. He's like, "Oh yeah, Marvel will never believe this. Scarle gotta make it big in the big city. Yeah." And that ends our tale tonight of Decide Your Personal Endangerment. Oh, we never ended up turning to page 107. I turned to page 105, and then it turns out it zips you back over here to this part of the adventure. So thanks for joining us tonight, my friends. We have a new NPC in the world here. His name is Scarle, and he's got a little buddy named Scrapples. Do not mess with him. Might have more friends in high places. You don't know. And yeah, so that's great. Well, my friends, I hope you've enjoyed the show. This is Decide Your Personal Endangerment. It's Tuesday night, which means tomorrow, what do we got? We have Crafting with the Crew. with Cubby and Shoshi. Thursday, we have Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare, and I believe he's moving it to 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Then we have a whole night full of stuff. We got Jammed with Mike Neistel. That's right. It's a Spelljammer Classico game, and with some great costumes, by the way. I don't know if I'm just going back to this. I don't know if you've seen some of the costumes that Z and some of the other friends there are throwing down. They are killing it with the costume game. Gothic Horror Gaming tomorrow night. Thursday night as well. It's starting a little bit later, and after our jammed game is over, so we have a full night. Of course, Red Adventures is one of our sponsors. The Dungeons and Dragons tour to Scotland and England, July 1 through 8. It's me and Shakespeare. We're going to be all there, touring, staying in castles, all sorts of cool things. You should check it out. It is awesome, and there is a couple spaces left available if you get the chance. We're also sponsored by Tabletop Teas, loose leaf tea blends, handcrafted, geek-inspired, woman-owned, and small batches sent directly to you at tabletopteas.com. And of course, we're also sponsored by Little Empire Gaming, tabletop gaming supplies. You can check him out on Etsy, and Little Empire Game Crafts. You know, he has instructions on YouTube on how to make each one, and I have to say the instructions are really great. They're clear, they're concise. Anything that needs to be put together, he's got great instructional videos on there for you. So do not hesitate if you need some to level up your gaming. These are some great stuff. Of course, Monday we swing all the way back around to Modern Monday with Lady Prudence, music and prizes, 8 p.m. Eastern, my friends. It's a good show. Check it out. And of course, I will be at the Tennessee Renaissance Fair this weekend, as well as Tommy Zadoiko, your Gloom Meister, who will also be there as Fred Rogers from the Buckle and Swash show. We also will be sharing our time and space with Ick the Troll, who's going to be there as well. And Shakespeare is over at the Scarborough Fair in Texas. And I believe Handler Z is going to be at the New Jersey Fair. She's going to be hanging out there. Maybe you'll see her. I don't know if she's performing. So, my friends, we have one more night of Decide Your Personal Endangerment, and then we are actually going to do a one-shotter of, oh gosh, where's the it's gonna be a Legion of Gnomes, Legion of Gnome campaign. It's a one-shot adventure with Mab running that game. That's going to be Tuesday following. So we've got one more adventure of Decide Your Personal Endangerment. All right. Well, my friends, do not miss those shows. I hope to see you all again. I've had a great time. I do hope that you had a great time as well. We got all these things. This could have gone south in so many directions. Really, literally, look at all the arrows that just lead to finds him floating in canal. That's literally that's a big arrow there. That's like, I strongly recommend that he ends up floating in the canal. So I hope you had a great time, my friends. I'm Paulie Garbanzo, and do come and see us again. Remember, 'tis Nat21 Adventures. When a natural 20 just won't do, my friends, you definitely gonna need a Nat 21. Thank you very much, and good night, everybody.